Anyway, all right. We're going to move on to more fun stuff. But before that, of course, the alarming amount of smash and grabs. This is from the latest JRE episode. We haven't watched Joe Rogan in a while. Let's see what he has to say about the smash and grabs in New York City.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Let's split the difference. I can't sell out Madison Square Garden, but I think I could sell out the Dwayne Reed next to it. So let's go there. Maybe we'll stop a smash and grab. That'll be great. We can kill two birds with one stone.
I saw a smash and grab today on YouTube. It was wild. They just went into this store and started ripping cell phones off the walls.
It's definitely not Ocean's 11. These kids are...
Dude, one of the funniest ones I've seen so far was the Wawa one. Have you guys seen that one? You had to have seen the Philadelphia Wawa one, right? Where it's like, there's like 100 fucking kids running around trying to grab whatever they can. And then this lady's like, wait, come on. I don't want to fucking spoil it. Does anyone have it? I can't find it. I'm looking at it over here. It was on Twitter and it's really funny. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, for the record, this is some fucking racist ass account, but the video itself is really funny. Okay, 24 pan-European Klaus Arminius. Okay, fuck you. But like, the video is pretty funny. Look at this. She turns around. Are y'all gonna keep making the food? She says, "Are y'all still making the sandwich?" And the guy goes, I think it's gonna be a little while." He said, I think it's gonna be a little while. It's bedlam. Now, I got to say this much, okay? I can't believe they did this to Wawa, which is an institution, okay? Come on, Zoomers. There are certain locations that you're supposed to protect, okay? Wawa is one of them. Especially, like I've said before, when they rolled out the club sandwich at Wawa, my life changed, okay? It was a game changer. The Wawa club sandwich is undefeated to this day. My mouth is watering thinking about Wawa. Oh my God. An institution. Actually an institution. Fucked up. This is why they should have never opened it in Philadelphia, okay? Pennsylvania, Kentucky, motherfuckers don't actually appreciate. What is this? Atlanta season 4 opening?
Hello? Oh. Hey.
What are you doing?
I got this air fryer as a gift, but then I remembered I have an oven.
Are you returning this?
Look, I don't have the receipt. I know what you're thinking, but I was thinking maybe we can make a trade. You know, maybe something like that.
Nigga, do you not see what's going on right now?
It is pretty wild to me. Kind of looks like a Marshall's now, but... Thank you.
He said,
Wait, don't. Come on, man. Damn. There's bucket.
No. Move. No. What? Y'all are stealing. Now put it back. Put it back. I'm not going to let you take that air fryer.
Oh, no, I'm not stealing it. I just forgot the receipt. But...
No. I would rather die than let you take that. Now, you put that back or you ain't leaving. Hey, Hey, nobody's leaving. Hey! Let go of my chair.
that's a real life event that took place. That is literally a real life event that took place. I remember covering it when it happened. Do you guys remember that? That's a real thing that happened. There was a lady in a fucking walker like that, in a scooter like that, trying to defend Target. So good. This happened in San Francisco. Top 5 shoplifting videos of all time, in my opinion.
Hey. We have this person that is taking everything from the counter. Yes, please. Can you send it back? Can you send it right away, please?
Where she want to go?
Hey! No, we don't need that.
Wait, what? Dude, what the fuck?
Where she want to go?
Dude, look, he put it over his arm.
Hey! No, we don't need that.
Wait, what does he have in his hands? Oh, he's got condoms, dude. Yo, my man fucks. Yo, he was just there to fuck, dude. He was there to get his fuck on. All of a sudden, he's defending Dwayne Reed, dude.
No, we don't need that.
Oh, Walgreens, sorry.
Whoa.
Okay, man. Hey, stop.
He had the Astro Glide and the condom pack, dude. He's like, yeah, I'm ready.
This is the store on 25.
Hit him with the banana raw. Someone made a fan cam of the Target lady. Oh, I remember. Dude, I watched this. I literally watched this. I watched this fan cam when it was first made. Yeah. Oh, man. The internet is so stupid, dude. God damn. I swear to God. How is America real, bro? Dude, this country is so fucking broken, dude. I swear to God. It's just so, we are so broken. My man, by the way, my favorite part of this that goes unnoticed is the iPad hero, okay? Filming this on a fucking iPad, bro. Look at that. He just has the iPad out. He's filming on an iPad, dude. What a legend. What a fucking legend, dude. He's like, just cop this. He's like, hey, gotta test out the brand new iPad I got. Oh man. Just it's so good. Yeah, you just got to take it out for a spin, you know what I mean? iPad still has a security sensor connected to it. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. That's so good. So fucking good.
Tell your man, don't go there. I'm in a church and I'm trying to get my soul clear. Roll my name.
All right, so yeah, that is the thing that happened. This is the Wawa. Sad to see Wawa like this, but what are you gonna do? You know, people got to make a living.
They're freestyling it.
Crazy, and they're all wearing masks, which you're allowed to wear now. So it's like, how are you gonna catch them? You like made.
What is this, man? This is some 9-year-olds, kids of the sleepover type plan for headquarters. YouTube group Dude Perfect reveals plans for HQ that features a 330-foot tower. Bro, that's the power of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, back in them. M-HUD, typical. Person who makes fun of men and children of God would, of course, scoff at the idea, but Jesus is holding the wheel here for Dude Perfect. For those of you who don't know, Dude Perfect is actually very, very Christian. Like, unironically, super mega Christian. How else do you think they get those trick shots in? How do you think they get their trick shots in? God. That's how. Jesus. Motherfuckers want to make the Avengers Tower, dude. What the fuck is this shit? You didn't get invited? Impressive collection of con artists, social media grifters, racists, and fascists getting together before Christmas in Phoenix. Yeah, what the fuck? Where's my invite, dude? I can't believe they have all of my faves in one place. Dude, this is so annoying. You know what I mean? It's like the Squidward watching SpongeBob and Patrick Star have fun from his tower meme. You know what I mean? Like, all of my faves get invited to a party, and then I guess my invite got lost in the mail. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of fucked up. They even invited centrist liberal Tim Pool, who is a liberal and a centrist, by the way, of course. Shocking to see centrist liberal Tim Pool. Isn't Saikuno going? Saikuno. Oh, yeah. Gonna be like, oh, God. Oh, God. America first. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, MAGA 2024. Oh, God, Jesus, MAGA 2024. I thought we were here to play Rock Simulator. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, XQC dropped out because Soda wasn't going. So now I'm not going either. That's why I'm not going to go to this thing. It's going to be boring. I need Soda to run good content. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I need Soda to run good content, dude. I wasn't saying, dude, that it's bad, but I didn't want to go, dude. Herschel Walker with another great take. I mean, he's blessing us all the time.
And I'm going to answer the question for Riley and for Amber. Men shouldn't be in women's sport. That's easy to know. Men shouldn't be in women's sport. I'm going to answer a question that's been asked and y'all seen it. I know what a woman is. It's written in the Bible. She's from the rib of a man. There's man and there's woman. That's it. There ain't none other. So quit trying to create her. And I'm going to answer another thing for you. A man can't get pregnant. I don't know why they even talking about that. A man can't get pregnant. And I'm finna.
Wait, what is this? This Tarkov hack and slasher?
Hey everyone, in today's video I'm taking a look at Dark and Darker, an upcoming high-risk PvPvE hack and slash dungeon crawler. Think of Skyrim combat with Escape from Tarkov high-risk extraction and the looming converging circle of a battle royale game. It's a wild mix and so incredibly addictive. I find myself re-queuing instantly after every death and every successful
I'm gonna keep it 100. It doesn't look too great currently.
run. All of a sudden, 4 hours had passed. I pulled up Twitch to see if anyone else had found this gem, and 50,000 people were watching, an assortment of big streamers play the game. So glad that developers are getting some high-level exposure because this game is really fun. And it's still very alpha build with another full year of planned development, so it's only going to get more polished. If you're new to my channel, I have a very specific focus on the high-risk PvPvE extraction games, and this will be a game that I'll be continuing to cover in the future. Now let's take a dive into some of the details of the game so you can get.
It's supposed to look dark and darker, Puggo. Yeah, maybe when it looks a little bit brighter, I'll play it.
A good sense of how it plays. You start by selecting one of 6 classes, kind of like your prototypical selections from an RPG universe, all with unique skills and statistical advantages and disadvantages. Each character can be leveled.
Shaking my head, that man's fighting a skeleton without a maze. Amateur shit going on. Yeah, what the fuck? Everybody knows you need a bludgeoning object to fight skeletons.
Up through playing the game, unlocking the use of more skills that influence how you.
Guys, everyone knows I'm scared of dark color and realism. That's why I play Valorante child game, okay? Anyway, okay, maybe in the future. All right. I don't even want to watch this smash and grab shit. It's just going to piss me off, dude. Fuck it. Let's get into it. 5 of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Big business.
Is worth nearly $13 billion globally. But the workers who risk their lives to mine it in an active volcano make just $17 a day. Why? Because there's a demand for this important ingredient in sugar. And that's a pretty decent wage for the area.
Yeah, 5 of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Police officer, guy who works at an oil rig, jet ski dealership owner that was passed down to him by his dad, Twitch streamer, HVAC specialist. I don't know where any of these are because, like, I don't know which one you have to knock out of the top 5 hardest and most dangerous jobs. That like some fucking guy in a sulfur mine in an active volcano has somehow taken over. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't know why they're saying sulfur, but like I'm sure the other ones are going to be police officer. All of them are police officer. Probably. Landlord too. Fuck, you're right.
If you look
landlord.
At other booming industries, you'll see the same trend. From collecting acai for our smoothie bowls to harvesting our table salt, people risk life, lung, and limb to make a buck in these billion-dollar industries.
I think, damn, that dude is dripped the fuck out though. What? Dude, what the fuck is this? He's salt mining, but he's also fucking mining for some drip. Oh my lord, what the fuck?
Billion-dollar industries.
Okay, listen, this is some real, this is the Yeezy season, right? This is what's going on. Okay. I think it was M HUD who posted this, but I saw the way that they like recycle old wrecked ships by straight up fucking hand. What was it, like in Indonesia or something? It's just fucking nuts.
We journey around the world to see what it's like working some of the most dangerous jobs on the planet.
Yeah, shipbreaking yards.
In East Java,
Chattergram shipbreaking yards. Dude, that shit is fucking crazy, man. That blew my goddamn mind.
Indonesia, hundreds of miners face deadly smoke to extract sulfur, or devil's gold. Sulfur is used in everything from matches, fireworks, and gunpowder to detergent, paper, and batteries. It's what makes our sugar white. Working conditions inside Ijen volcano are so dangerous, many miners don't live past 50 years old.
Nama saya Mister, saya sebagai penambang belerang di Kawah Ijen.
Miners like Mistar carry up to 200 pounds of sulfur on their backs, up and down these steep cliffs. And Mistar's been doing it for 30 years.
Jesus fuck.
Kalau saya bangun mas itu antara jam 1 atau jam 2. jam segitu keadaan sekarang itu rawan hujan, rawan longsor di kawahnya.
This is as far as Mistar can go on his bike. There are no roads to the crater, so he has to walk the rest of the way. It's a 2-mile hike up to the ridge of Ijen volcano.
I gotta pee, I'll be back.
He takes only his basket and a crowbar down into the 1,000-foot deep crater.
Kita mohon bisa didampingi lah, dikasihani lah dengan yang jaga di sini.
Here, he faces the volcano's extreme environment. The air can reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And he works near one of the world's most toxic volcano lakes.
Tapi itu asamnya seperti asam baterai. Itu memang berbahaya. Nanti kalau kena sama misalnya mulut sama gigi, dia rontok. Ya kan berbahaya. Dia bisa membunuh juga kalau sudah masuk ke dalam perut.
And there's the smoke.
Kalau asap masuk dalam tubuh, itu merasakan sesak, nyeri di hulu hati, sesak, nyeri.
The miners are freelance contractors, so they have to pay for their own gear.
Nice.
And many can't afford gas masks. Instead, they use handkerchiefs or towels dipped in water to keep the sulfur powder from sticking.
That's cool, man. That's...
Bau asap belerang itu sangat menyengat. Bau asam lagi kadang-kadang bau...
Yeah, sulfur also smells fucking terrible.
Seperti gorengan telur.
Like bad eggs.
Kalau masuk dalam hidung atau mulut, itu sesak.
Ini mas, batuk ini mas.
But the smoke from inside the volcano is crucial for sulfur production. This is how it works. When the super hot smoke hits the cooler air outside, it condenses liquid and drips off the pipe. As it solidifies and cools, the sulfur will turn yellow, and miners can begin chipping off blocks. It's the sulfur's 2 colors that give it the name Devil's Gold. Once he fills his baskets, Mistar hoists them up on his shoulder to hike back. But that sulfur is not a light load.
Kalau saya maksimalnya mikul, itu satu pikulan 70 kilo.
That's about 154 pounds. Mistar himself weighs just 132.
Nama punggung ya pasti sakit mas di sini kalau berat. Kan kadang-kadang di pundaknya itu kan sampai rusak. Ngapal itu rusak. Itu kadang ada tumbuh-tumbuhan yang seperti jerawat itu. Itu penyakitnya kalau orang mikul.
They have to haul it up the steep walls of the crater.
Langsung naik pelan-pelan. Soalnya kalau nanti kerasa kerusuh malah bahaya ke diri sendiri. Jatuh. Peleset jatuh.
Once he reaches the rim of the crater, Mistar can transfer the sulfur to his trolley and begin the 2 miles back.
Menimbangan langsung timbang. Nanti berapa dapat?
It's okay. I'm sure they get paid fairly for their labor. They get paid $17 a day.
Diturunkan langsung dinaikkan mobil.
The mining company pays on the weight of their loads. They get about 9 cents per kilo. With 2 loads, Mistar can make $17 a day.
Yeah. Crazy.
At the end of the day, Mistar returns home to eat dinner with his family and rest. Ijen looms over them, a symbol of how Mistar provides for his family's lives, while it slowly takes his, a heavy weight to carry on his shoulders.
Thank you, Dar, for the thank you for the subs.
India is one of the world's largest salt producers, and roughly a third of it comes from deep in this desert. Today, thousands of families live here, farming salt by hand. They're known as the Agariyas, and they've been salt producers in this harsh environment for generations. Each year, they arrive at the dry, cracked land of the little run of Kutch in October.
Patadia Gugabai and his wife carry everything they'll need to live in the desert for the next 6 months, including supplies to make their huts, clothes, farming tools, and all their food and water.
This is why I say, like, you know, we are in the Western world living off of the exploitation of the third world in this way. Because a lot of the fucking minerals and a lot of the, you know, rare earth materials, the metals, rare metals that you need for your laptop, for your cameras, for your iPhone, every single thing is extracted in an identical capacity by people who are getting paid $17 a day in like horrific, gruesome conditions. Straight up.
You think
this is hard? Try being a CEO. Yeah, you think this is hard? Try being a fucking Twitch streamer, dude. And then you have to remind yourself that at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. The only thing worse than a Twitch streamer, though, condition-wise, is a Twitch watcher because they're subjected to ads at the top of the hour. Okay, maybe landlords. Landlords are a little bit harder, I think. Yeah, you're right. Hardest job ever. But at least landlords can pay $5 or even gift subs to others to no longer see the ad. Here's the 1-minute ad break now. Thank you, Dara, for the 10 gifted subs.
First, they have to find the key to this whole operation: salty brine water underground. They dig 30 feet into the mud to get to it. The families then set up these government-subsidized solar panels. They'll power the pumps that bring brine water to the surface. Then the Agarias build the salt pans, these expansive salt flats.
જ્યારે અમે રણમાં શરૂઆતમાં આવી કામ કરવા ત્યારે આ માટીનું પાટા બનાવી અને ત્યાર બાદ રોલ ફેરવવો પડે.
The roller helps them flatten out the earth.
અંદર કરી જાય રોલ ફેરવી એટલે જમીન મજબૂત બની જાય એટલે મીઠું સારું બને.
They'll make 10 to 20 pans, all by hand. It's back-breaking work. Then the farmers will release the salty brine water from the wells. It flows between the pans. By the last pan, the water reaches the...
Wait, another Dave Portnoy hot take. I don't want to say life is unfair for rich people, but it's a disgrace. I got no power trying to survive a hurricane in Miami instead of apple picking because I got to save millions of dollars in taxes.
Listen, real quick. I gotta fucking move to Florida in hurricane season so I don't have to pay my fucking taxes because I'm making too much. The phone just fucking broke. It's apple season picking up north, and I'm in a fucking tornado/hurricane with the water probably coming up, evacuation mode. I don't want to complain about.
I've never wanted someone. I'm not gonna say it, okay? I'm just not gonna say it. But I'm wishing it, but I'm not saying it. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, just a little bit. Rise it a little bit, you know? Rise up.
Rich people think the fact I gotta move to Miami before I'm ready to save money because I make hundreds of millions and the taxes are too big and I gotta deal with Hurricane Ian. It ain't right. And I'm not saying that you should cry for me, Argentina, but what are we gonna do when the rich people have to leave too fast? I should be picking apples and instead I'm in the hurricane season.
He's mad because high taxes have forced his ass down to Florida so he could evade paying higher tax margins. So now he has to sit there for 6 months during hurricane season, which is hilarious because, like, no one asked you to spend your 6 months in hurricane season, dummy. He is joking. He's joking. He's just, like, turning it into... I think he's just trying to turn it into, like, look what high taxes made me do.
Why? Because I gotta save a couple $100 million on taxes. It ain't right.
You know his ass as a generator? Oh, 100%. He also didn't need to be there. Like, you don't need to, like, consecutively live in Florida for 6 months to have a residency and like avoid taxes. You just need to be there for 6 months and 1 day by the end of the year. Like, he's just there because he's an idiot. I don't know what else to say. Every joke you would know. Yeah, me, famously living 6 months out of the year in Florida, as you guys know. You know, but I have the same exact house in Florida and the same exact background in Florida. Because when I go live every day, you just need to know, you know what I mean? I also even moved H3H3 podcast to Florida too. Yeah, I live in Mar-a-Lago. Don't make out like you're joking. What? Watching that sulfur miner and then cutting to this is dystopian? Yeah, I know. Denying your secret Florida house. It'll make your exposure all the sweeter. Oh, by the way, we're going to get back to the most dangerous jobs, though. Hold on. Let's
the
continue.
24% salinity needed to form big salt crystals. Over the next few months, as the water evaporates, salt crystals form.
દંતારા ખેંચવાના લોખંડના આવે દંતારા હોય એ ફેરવવાના.
They start raking early each morning to avoid the hottest part of the day.
કે જો પહેલા તો મીઠું ઓછું હોય એટલે તો એક જણો ખેંચે એટલે હાલે એટલે અને બીજા પછી વધી જાય ને મીઠું પછી એક થી દંતારો હાલે નહીં પછી બે જણાને જ ખેંચવો પડે.
But working here can be really dangerous. The life expectancy of a farmer is about 60 years because not only do they face extreme temperatures,
they are dealing with subsoil brine which is highly acidic, and you also and exposure to that subsoil brine also comes with a lot of problems in skin.
મને તો પહેલા તો ચામડીના રોગ થાય છે એટલે એક મહિના લગી તો રૂજ જ ન આવે અને ચામડીનો રોગ ઈ પહેલો જ કારણ કે પહેલા પેનિયાથી ને શરૂ થાય.
Many of the agariyas become blind from years of the bright sun reflecting off the white landscape.
Jesus Christ.
And because they're so far from the nearest village, accessing medical care is often too expensive.
અમાર નાના જો આવડી તો મીઠું છોટી ગયું ને તે ભાંગતા હતા અને એમને પગે જાણકી ફોડકી દઈ ને પછી મીઠામાં તો રૂજ આવે જ નહીં રણમાં પગ પછી કાપ્યો પછી 3 દિવસ જીવા 3 દિવસ પછી ડેથ હો ગયું.
Despite these conditions, the agariyas live and work out here until spring, when the salt is finally ready. They harvest 3 times. The first produces the best quality salt. They leave in April, usually with over 1,000 tons of salt. And most farmers we spoke to said that this season's market price for salt is between $2 and $4 per ton.
Oh, Jesus
that
fucking
means in
Christ.
a good year, a family will earn about $2,000 for months of grueling work. That's well below the poverty line.
જો મીઠું વેચવા જઈએ ત્યારે જાણે વ્યાપારી સંગઠન કરી અને એ ભાવ નક્કી કરે એ ભાવ અમને આપે.
Most of the world's acai comes from deep in the Amazon rainforest. People here risk climbing 50-foot-high palm trees to harvest the fruit.
Ela pode chegar lá em cima, no pegar do cacho, ela quebrar, no meio que ela é frágil.
These berries have become one of the most popular so-called superfoods in the US, and they aren't cheap. One bowl can cost up to $15. And while the berry has exploded in popularity in recent decades, small farms like this haven't really been able to cash in.
A gente fica com a menor parte do lucro.
Do you think there's a way to automate this shit? There's a way to automate everything. But like, guys, you're going to freak out when you find out agricultural production in America is also being conducted by hand by unironically an hyper exploited group of undocumented migrant workers that live in places like fucking Fresno who can't even afford to live in their goddamn trailer parks. It's literally the exact same. So if you think like, oh man, fuck white girls, they eat acai bowls, bitch, you eat an avocado, you eat bananas, you eat fucking tomatoes. How do you think that shit's produced? It's produced in the exact same way. It's also cheaper than automation. Slavery, in most circumstances, or at least like damn near slave wages, okay, in most circumstances, is still cheaper than automation, so they don't automate it.
Aqui na comunidade, né?
His family's farm is roughly 70 miles from Belém, the capital of the state of Pará, which grows more than 90% of the acai produced in Brazil. The only tool they use to climb is a single piece of rope called a piconha. They used to be made of leaves.
Essa folha aqui, a gente
R&D right there.
pegava, torcia ela, aí passava por aqui, fazia isso, para ver como o tempo vai mudando, né?
There you go. Their tech's better. Their tech's better now. There you go. They got a little bit of automation.
Today, Lucas's son Luis Fernando will go up.
Se tiver, só põe que tiver maduro, não tá que tiver paró. Pode subir, vai com cuidado.
The trunks are so thin that climbers have to be lightweight.
É perigoso, sim. O cara tá lá em cima e uma árvore quebrar. É arriscado o cara quebrar o braço, quebrar a pé.
Yeah, here. You want to see? You want to see how this works in America? There you go. Lizzie and her mom shared this video from Raisin City, California. The grapes are picked, leaves and all, to be placed on sheets of paper, and hot sand will dry them. It's a messy and hard job that only pays 35 cents for each sheet of raisins. This is happening in America. It's happening in your backyard, you know? And then to see Dave Portnoy complain about his tax dollars.
At the top, they swing from the tree to reach multiple bunches.
Oh, here's another one. This is the radish one. These farm workers in Moore Park, California are loading crates of radishes onto the trucks. In their 8 to 9 hour day work day, they can easily load 2,000 crates. Each crate weighs 60 pounds on average. And then if they dare to fucking go back and like, complain or anything like that, we have a ton of Mexican migrant workers on the farms in Ontario, Canada even. Yeah. If you complain, ICE will get called on you because there's a never-ending flow. There's a never-ending flow of migrant workers that will work in those conditions. Not to downplay, but I work at Amazon and the work there is incredibly grueling. Yeah, I mean, we're just moving up the ranks. These guys' living circumstances are better than the guy who's like mining in the sulfur mines, right? In Indonesia. But it's still fucking horrifyingly bad. And then you move one layer up and you look at like migrant workers that have been able to make it into the United States of America who are at least like allowed to stay for as long as they, don't speak out and continue working. Then you have Amazon distribution facility workers. You know what I mean? It's like there's different tiers to this. There's always someone that's worse off than you, though, no matter what happens. And basically, at the tippy top is like most of the people that are on Twitch, that are watching Twitch streams and shit like that, or most of the people that are living in doing like white collar work. They don't even think about this. They don't even think about like the level of oppression, struggle, exploitation that goes into being able to basically, put that acai bowl in front of you. Yeah, we should all eat meat instead. It's not ethical to eat vegan foods. Yeah, that's a great joke. I am a big meat eater myself, but also understand that the poultry production facilities are exactly the same as this, except they get like open cuts and wounds and don't get the necessary medical treatment. And also, literally all of these fucking food producers do the same shit. It's like Agra and food do all, they go through the exact same circumstances.
Going down can be dangerous too, especially while carrying a large knife and holding an armful of branches. Dropping them could damage the fragile fruit.
Graças a Deus eu nunca caí dessa iseira. Quero que isso não aconteça comigo.
Eu já caí 3 vezes dessa iseira. Não me bati nenhuma vez, graças a Deus.
By the way, this is exactly the type of shit. This is exactly the type of shit. This is the reason why I say like social democracies don't actually work in the same way that you think it does, because there's still so much unseen exploitation happening in the third world. That's why I always say like it's built on the backs of the exploitation of the third world, and it's built on the backs of like America doing imperialism and Western nations conducting imperialist activities. Natural resource extraction can only happen when these nations are kept down, instead of a collaborative approach that allows them to automate certain parts of this process, instead of a collaborative approach that allows them to take more of the profits that they're generating for others. Okay? That's how this shit works. There's always someone above you taking money from your labor. Even someone as well off as myself still is paying a percentage of the revenue I generate on this platform back to, you know, executives, and then all the way up to Amazon, all the way up to Jeff Bezos' pockets. That's how it works.
Lucas and his family harvested 53 baskets like these in 2020.
And then you have dummies in here being like, but they host the servers? Yes, dude, please defend Amazon's integrity more. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm not saying that there isn't like any sort of give and take in this circumstance. The main point is that I have no say. I have no mechanism of control. Even someone literally at the tippy top, at the 0.00001% of wealth with respect to the rest of fucking society all around the planet, am still getting fucked over by 100,000 other dudes. Okay? What the fuck is wrong with your brain, man? How do you look at this? Like, even when I recognize my privilege, you still turn around and you're like, well, but they host the servers. It's that kind of cuck mentality. Lamau, then go spin up your own servers. Brother, I'm going to keep it real with you. This is the reason why you are always going to be destined for a lifetime of being a peasant, okay? Because you have no way to look up. The only time you look up is in admiration, okay? You deify wealthy people. And you think those other wealthy people who are telling you, like myself, that this system is fucking fundamentally flawed, you go, oh, well, he's speaking out against it. This guy's a fucking hypocrite. This guy's bad. This guy's wrong. You are not hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. You are not understanding. Okay? Go ahead. Keep it up, dude. I can't wait for him to triple down on this idiotic fucking take.
Earning them an income of about $950. That's as little as 20 cents per pound. Meanwhile, a pound of processed acai sorbet can sell for $7 or more in the US.
Like, the point is, even I don't own my means of production, like the entirety of it. And I have more autonomy than than damn near every single fucking person on this planet. Okay? So where is he at? I want to see what his bootlicking ass has to say about this. They don't want to hear it. You say he calls you a hypocrite. A normal working class person says it's just their own fault for not working hard enough. Catch 2022. Yeah. Catch 22. Yeah.
Part of the issue is that Lucas has to sell his acai as soon as possible because the fruit goes bad fast. That leaves farmers who don't have processing machines with little leverage to negotiate.
Não tem empresa aqui na nossa comunidade. A gente vende para atravessador, para poder chegar na mão daquelas pessoas que vão beneficiar, que vão se dar bem.
Merchants bring the acai to Belém by boat. It's a race against the clock to sell the fruit before it spoils, so markets run overnight. Some acai gets transported to processing facilities like North Acai. Every day, 22 tons of fruit are turned into frozen pulp, the acai that most people outside of Pará are familiar with. Indigenous people living in the Amazon have harvested and consumed acai for centuries, maybe even millennia. The Brazilian government estimates there are nearly 6,000 quilombola communities in the country. And a 2013 study found roughly 75% still lived in extreme poverty.
Mas é uma comunidade rica, né? A gente se diz assim pobre, mas se torna rico, né? De espírito.
This isn't snow. It's limestone. And miners risk their lives to carve it out of the white quarries of Egypt. The valuable rock is at the center of a huge industry. And it's used to make everything from cement and glass to plastic and tiles. It's even what the Great Pyramids were made out of. But digging up and cutting these precious blocks is really dangerous. For these guys, each day starts in Minas City at dawn. And this is where the danger begins. These trucks aren't meant for passengers. Workers have gotten injured from falls along the winding journey. The trip to the mountain takes about 40 minutes. Then it's time to get suited up. Since these miners are freelancers, they have to buy their own protective gear.
Notice the same fucking corporate, the same exact revenue compensation structure exists in the third world as well, by the way. Notice how none of these guys have benefits. They're not employees. They're hired freelancer contractors. Have you noticed the trend here? The Uberization of the American economy is obviously happening under way better material conditions for the labor aristocracy, but you have to recognize that it is the exact same principle. There is no need to standardize this method of production because there's always a steady flow of new workers, and it also makes it impossible for said workers to organize against their bosses to say, hey, we are going to have a level of control over our own lives, and we're going to get the adequate benefits here. Pink Ripples, you support the largest corporation in the world with this channel. Yeah, you're right, dude. I do. I love Amazon so much. I'm such a big fan. You fucking owned me. We are literally looking at motherfucking limestone miners and this dumb, neat, brain-dead, pathetic, loser fucking baboon that lives in the nice, McMansion that his stupid fucking accountant parents gave him, okay? Talking shit on the goddamn internet, being like, dude, you are fucking supporting Amazon. Everybody supports Amazon, you fucking idiot. Part of your money goes to Daddy Bezos, keep gifting. Everybody does. You are supporting Daddy Bezos, you fucking dumb idiot. You are doing it. You're watching. You're using AWS servers. You're using Amazon Prime to fucking deliver shit to your mother's vibrators to your house, okay? I'm not complaining. You are. That doesn't mean that the system can't change. I'm good. I made it. I got mine, you fucking dumbass. It's for you. It's more for you than it is for me. And yet you're so fucking brain broken, you can't even see that. You think, oh, this guy's speaking out against the situation, even though he has like a good a good financial circumstance himself. He must be grifting. Good job never complaining, you fucking jackass. Again, peasant brain. Do you still support the young Nazis? He means the young Turks, by the way. Oh, this one is even sadder. This is a 35-year-old dude still fucking trying to relive the halcyon days of 4chan. Your memes, dude. Your memetics actually helped Trump get elected. So base, so base. I'm a groiper still. This is why you're never going to have a fucking friend or a wife and children, because you spend all your goddamn days on the internet thinking about how your memes got Donald Trump elected. What happened? He's just trying to hit every avenue now. Are you embarrassed? Do you feel pathetic? Use this as an opportunity to rid yourself of your neck beard ways. Okay? You can change. But the first day starts now. Okay? You're just going down the checklist of things that other people have conditioned you into thinking are good owns when they're not. Okay? You can lift yourself up by your fucking bootstraps. Mansion's coming. Next, I'm calling it, locking it in. Yeah, Armenian genocide denier, probably. No, that guy said the young Nazis, so that's even sadder. He's not like a 14-year-old. He's using takes that only like 35-plus-year-old idiotic old school alt-light like Sargon of Akkad fans fucking use. You know what I mean? Where's he at? I want to see more. What else has he got? You just hit with the shush. Aw, that's cute, man. You know, there's 35,000 people in here watching me, and you're trying to fucking shush me, dog. What's gonna happen? Are you gonna try to hit me with another one of these like German Nets DG memes, dude? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna spam the fucking report button with the hopes that maybe this VOD will get region locked in Germany? Your life is a permanent L. You can literally change it. I promise you can. But you gotta stop doing this shit, okay? I promise.
Often, homemade cloth masks,
Don't ban
gloves,
him.
and sunglasses
That's a pet.
are all miners have to shield them. They grab their tools and descend into the pit. First, miners have to set up these two rails. Two separate machines roll along the tracks. They slice the stone into perfect cuboids beneath.
دي في الصالة في الأول دي بتشتغل 20 مرة 40 ومرة 20. الحشاشة بقى بتحش البلوكة من تحت وبتربعها.
The machines move quickly. They're really heavy and they're loud.
بالنسبة للصوت واخد بالك زي ما كنا احنا اتعودنا عليه خلاص. يعني بقى لها 25 سنة في شغلانة.
He's a
20 سنة.
juicer.
15.
Yeah, he's a 35-year-old juicer, brother. Look. He's a 35-year-old juicer. Pathetic. Direct messages flying in, lol. Oh my God. I made it. I'm relevant. I said some of the most idiotic things anyone could ever fucking come together and put out there. And now people are paying attention to me. Finally. Oh, yes. You made it, dude. But I'm letting you know, you can get better. I believe in you. Okay? Excuse he's a clown, but not a grifter. Yeah, I am. I am a grifter. You're right. I promise you. Okay? I believe in you. Go to the gym. Figure out how you can fucking, make facial hair work for your face. Figure out what kind of hairstyle works for your head. Start focusing on yourself. Okay? Work out a little bit.
سنة فأنت تأقلمت على الصوت.
Workers shout at each other to warn the machines are nearby. Because the real hazard is those saws. A quick step is all that separates miners from razor-sharp blades.
لازم يكون عينك تكون على الموس وهو شغال. لأن الموس وهو شغال لو خبط حد وهو بيلف هيموت على طول.
Miners are responsible for fixing the machines when they break and sharpening the blades by hand. That's also risky work. The cutting machines...
Notice, because they're contractors, they have to do everything. They have to control every part of the production.
Used to have coverings, but they fell off years ago.
I want to know how this fucking idiot would feel if I started streaming gambling and like, making $10 million at least a month from fucking like gambling and shit. I would love to know how he would react to that. I'm sure he would be like very supportive of that, right? Probably.
Go. Now the blades are exposed.
لو غطيناه مش هنشوف. طب احنا هنعرف ازاي المقاس اللي احنا عايزينه، هنعرف ازاي الشغل اللي احنا عايزينه.
As the machines cut stone, they kick up rocks in a haunting white cloud of limestone powder. If there's no wind, miners disappear in it, like ghosts. It's easy to inhale the fine dust. And if they breathe it long enough, it can cause a lung condition called silicosis.
صار التهابات على صدري، جتني حساسية من البودرة دي. أصعب شغلة دي في الصيف. بالنسبة لي مفيش هوا.
Injuries, sickness, and death in these mines are widely reported, but there aren't any official numbers. At one point, the life expectancy here was just 40.
Okay, I'm firing Marsh.
45 years old.
في ناس دراعتها اتقطعت من الموس. في ناس دماغها لا مؤاخذة الموس دخل فيها ماتت. ناس كتير بعيد عنك اتقطعت رجلها.
Zaki says many mine owners will offer under $200 by way of workers' comp.
التعويض ما يسكرش. بالنسبة لي لما تقطع رجله وما تتقطع ايده هيتعوض الرجل يتعوض ولا الرجل يتعوض ما يتعوضش.
Perfectly cut stones that haven't been sold yet get stacked. But these blocks have already been purchased, so miners throw them straight into the truck. And they have perfect aim. If they're lucky, they might get a $3 stipend for food and tea on top of their $6 daily wage.
$6 a day, bro. They're caked.
يا دوبك استر البيت بس مش دايما. هديك شايف الشغل.
These men are climbing.
Remember, I'm not showing you this so you like fucking shut the fuck up about your barista job or whatever, okay? These guys are victims of the hyper-exploitative system, just like you are. You might be less victimized as a consequence of your spawn point, okay? Because you spawned in a better point like Connecticut, okay? But ultimately, they are the backbone of this entire global economy. Everyone is exploited to varying different degrees. But you have to understand that this is how even countries like Norway and other Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, all of these places can exist because these guys are keeping everything running.
Slippery limestone cliffs, risking falls of up to 100 feet.
Wala talagang buhay na matitira sa pagbagsak, puro bato.
They're looking for a rare nest made of bird saliva that's found inside caves across Southeast Asia. In the Philippines, the harvesters are known as bushadors.
Ako si Alvin Villarindo, isa akong bushador ng pangalan at Nabat Island.
For centuries, Alvin Villarendo's family have put their lives on the line to gather swiftlet nests.
What the fuck?
Just 2 pounds is worth $2,900. And it's used to make a soup that locals believe is good for your health.
What the fuck?
Alvin and his crew gather at Pangalan Point on Mighty Gate Island. And they're heading to Nabat Island. It's one of the 7,000...
Wait, this is the spit? This is the bird spit that I ate, which was fucking nasty as shit? Oh, Jesus Christ.
...islands that make up the Philippines, and it can only be reached by boat. They get off the boat and walk barefoot across the slippery and sharp rocks. They make the ladder as they're climbing up. They tighten the bamboo with rope, Then they attach a piece of wood called kalitang to the ladder.
Yung pinakamahirap gawin talaga dyan, yung pag-akyat. Siyempre, hindi mo pa alam kung maganda yung pagkasabit ng kalitang. Kumbaga, sinabit. Tapos, hindi sure kung anong pagkalagay nun doon.
Thank you, Ninja
Kaya medyo
number
sa pag-akyat
zero for the 15 gifted
medyo
subs.
alanganin ka pa, baka biglang matanggal.
The stakes are high.
Tingin namin sa mga tao sa baba na mga kasama namin, parang mga bata na lang. Tinitignan ko yung sabi ko, kunting pagkakamali lang talaga. Pag nalaglag, puro bato yung mababagsakan mo. Pag hindi na sa kondisyon yung
What does grifter mean? Grifter is someone who is like a con man. Someone who is like assuming a fake position in an effort to make money for monetary gain, things that they don't believe. People call me, like idiots on the internet, call me a grifter because they don't understand the words I'm saying, I guess, and that's the most charitable take usually. Can I just say your silence on Michigan HB 6382 is fucking deafening? Many people will remember this grifter. Word up, you've been saying this non-fucking stop. Shut up. Like, people try to cast doubt on my takes and claim that I am a grifter, like this man, okay, which we're not going to get into. That, he just doesn't know what he's saying. I don't think he even knows what the word grifter means. He's just repeating shit that he's heard from other people. But when they say stuff like that, it's because they're saying stuff like that because they're saying, like, I'm faking my political positions for monetary compensation. Now, of course, if the political positions that I take were easy ones to take and, were incredibly bountiful, then there would be a lot more incredibly successful leftist content creators out there. Except there are not. And of course, the same thing is rarely ever cast on right-wingers, like, who are straight up just like racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. They're not usually used towards people like that. Like, nobody fucking yells about Ben Shapiro buying a house or anything like that. He makes $45 million a year, I think. It's mostly because people don't understand what socialism is, and people don't want to comprehend what socialism is, and they just want to run off of the memes. And instead of understanding it, they just want to say, like, oh, well, this is a contradiction to your existence is a contradiction to your values. Because it's much easier to just say that. And there are plenty of people who will believe you. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
Tawan, wag natin piliting umakyat kasi siyempre buhay natin yung nakataya dyan.
But advanced bushadors like him sometimes use little to no support, only their hands and feet. This is the most dangerous way to climb. In the regional language, it's known as kagang kagang lang, or like a crab.
Kasi may mga bato na pag hinawakan mo, bigla na lang bumabagsak.
Alvin has had some close calls, and he dislocated his shoulder once.
Pag-akyat ko sa butas, medyo maliit yung butas. Noon, daan-daan akong bumaba sa kawayan. Isang kamay na lang inawak ko sa kawayan. Yun na, uminto na talaga ako sa pag-akyat sa mga matataas.
Nabat Island is completely remote. If there's an emergency, there's no way to quickly get help.
Dami na rin na-disgrasya na sa pag-akyat. Bayaw ko.
How much historical evidence do you need to realize that communism doesn't work is a good question. I think that if you're looking at a video of capitalism failing these people so drastically and still are like worried about how communism doesn't work or whatever, then you've lost the plot. The entire point is that, like, this guy just said my brother-in-law fell and died while fucking extracting bird spit in a fucking random Philippine island, okay? That's capitalism. That's happening right now. in a CIA client state. But the best part about this is like more socialization, like higher degrees of socialization would immediately benefit 99% of this chat. A higher degree of socialization would have a negative consequence on people like probably myself if we were to raise my taxes higher. It's not for me, it's for you. But you, half the time, don't even fucking recognize that. Okay? You're so conditioned into thinking like, no, I'm a temporarily embarrassed millionaire. One day I'm going to fucking make it, and then I'm going to fuck over all the other poor people. So we should just make sure that the system is designed in a way to fuck over poor people. Just silly shit. Okay? How can you blame capitalism for this? I see a common issue in all these cases. The farmers and miners aren't diversifying their portfolios. Do they have any stock options? Any savings put into crypto? Were they trying to short GME? Exactly.
Po na isa na nalaglag, patay din.
Also, we've never lived in a borderless, classless society, so throughout history, there have been attempts towards
After
building
spotting
a
the nest,
transitional
Alvin
socialist
uses
state,
a spray
but
bottle
they
filled
have
with
failed.
water to loosen them. They're then gently peeled away from the cave walls.
Yung ibon nun, sa pag 8 piraso yung pugad, ibig sabihin yung ibon niya ay 16. Kasi partner lagi yan, isang pugad daw ang ibon kagad yan. Mag-partner kagad yan yung isang pugad. Siguro naman mayroon katulad din ng tao pag may forever.
After harvesting, the bushadors clean them to remove any feathers or branches. Then they divide them by their hardness and color.
May madala lang na para may kukuha sila na.
The local city hall buys the nests from the bushadors at a regulated price and sells them to private customers around the world. They are the main ingredient in bird's nest soup, a delicacy in China and around the world. A bowl can cost as much as $100.
That's crazy.
Sa tingin ko yung kumakain lang ng soup ng balin sa sayaw, yung mga mayayaman din lang talaga. Yung mga katulad natin, medyo parang wala na lang.
In recent years, demand for the nests and bird's nest soup has gone up. Alvin is finally home after 2 days of hunting for nests. The season is almost over.
Kailangan ko ng pagiging isang busyador. Yun na lang kasi hindi naman ako nakapag-aral, hindi ako nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Tapos unang-una ayaw ko rin magtrabaho ng malayo sa pamilya ko kasi mas kumikita na rin ako.
Homie's either gonna do this or work on a fucking cruise ship, so, and that is also gruesome, you know what I mean?
Sa pagiging busyador.
And he's not gonna be able to be around his family if he does that.
You just watched excerpts from some of our big business and risky
Westloys in chat will now think Norway is socialist before China. Yeah. That's where we're at. Or you could just learn the code, right? Or become an MMO gold farmer. Business Insider is definitely putting their name to good use here. They're showing you the insides of business. Why 4 of the world's priciest scents are also so expensive.
While searching for the world's most expensive items, we uncovered some of the priciest smells that are prized across the globe. From frankincense and myrrh to agarwood, jasmine oil to sandalwood. Join us as we revisit what makes these scents so expensive. First, we're heading to the rainforest of Southeast Asia to see why infected agarwood can sell for as much as $100,000 per kilogram.
For thousands of years, agarwood has been known as the wood of the gods. first-grade agarwood can cost as much as $100,000 per kilogram, making it one of the most expensive raw materials in the world.
What the fuck?
But for this tree to produce any agarwood, it must first become infected with mold. So how does this infection process work? What is agarwood used for? And what makes it so valuable?
Moldy
Aquilaria
wood, what the
malacensis
fuck?
is a tree native to the rainforests of Southeast Asia. Prior to infection, the healthy heartwood inside Aquilaria trees is pale, odourless, and worthless. However, in the wild, damage to the tree by external forces, such as grazing animals, sporadically results in the growth of a specific type of fungal infection inside the tree, called Phylophthora parasitica. The Aquilaria's defense to this attack is to produce a stress-induced aromatic resin, called aloes, which is dark and moist. Over the course of several years, the aloes slowly embed into the heartwood to create agarwood.
Với kinh nghiệm của những người đi rừng á, thì thường người ta đến cái cây đó, người ta nhìn vào, người ta có thể đoán được là cái con kiến nó đục vào cái lỗ đấy. Rồi khi nó đục vào là nó gây cái vết thương, rồi nó trú ngụ ra vào, rồi nó đem những cái vi sinh vật hoặc cái vi khuẩn hoặc các bào tử nấm ở các nơi nó đem vào. Thì cái cây đó, cái con kiến nó ở trong con kiến nó có một cái chất dịch ở trong con kiến, nó tiết ra, nó làm cho.
What I want to know is how they found this to be a desirable scent to extract. So weird, law. Brother, how do you think someone was like, yo, them cows are drinking on that titty? I want to get a little taste of that. It's just history, man. We've been around for a very long time, you know what I mean? Someone probably was like, damn, this shit smells dank. What's going on here? In the woods, you know what I mean? Same as like the cow titty. Some dude, some horny motherfucker was literally looking at a cow, okay, sucking on the titty of a larger cow, of the mother cow, and was like, damn, I kind of want to try this shit. And just went, gave it a little suck, and was like, yo, this shit is dank, actually. And we decided to make that a whole ordeal. Dude was on demon hours for sure. Yeah, well, remember, okay, those fucking freaks, some may consider them freaks, others consider them visionaries, okay? If that guy wasn't around, you would have no cheese, homie. You feel me? Think about that. No yogurt, no cheese. Oh my God, dude. No shot.
Vết thương nó tổn thương để cái gió nó mới đưa nhựa nó bao lại lâu ngày nó thành chậm.
Didn't start with cows, but think about camels, horses, goats. Yeah, I mean, it was, I just said cow, but yeah, it wasn't cows first. It probably, I don't know what it was first, but I would suspect like goat or horse. I know that like, at least from Turkish history, it's definitely horses. Why are people going crazy? What do you mean? The Turks were nomadic. They fucking lived and died on horses. Horses were played a fundamental role for a very long time. Horses played a fundamental role in like altering the course of history more than the fucking Maxim gun when you think about it. If the Maxim gun played a fundamental role in the exploitation of the African continent, okay, and waging war against Africa and keeping Africa in the way that it is, horses were before that and played an even larger role in the way that countries are designed now. Okay, dude, but horse milk? Yeah, the motherfuckers on top of the horses were like, yeah, we should suck on the milks, on the milky udders, the milky titties. Because people think cum, not milk, Hasan. Also forget what a mammal is. Yeah, oh.
Once agarwood is harvested, it needs to be separated from the healthy Aquilaria wood around it. In a painstaking task that often takes hours, resin-infused chips, also known as oud, are carved out by hand. Oud chips are commonly used.
Americans think society started in 1776, so it's like kind of weird for them. to comprehend how, like, you know, the Mongol horde and all of that stuff worked before America came to be. They're like, what do you mean, horses? What the fuck are you talking about? What? The Saxons? What? Barbarians? What are you talking about? Roman Empire? What? Americans made the world, brother. What the fuck are you talking about? Horses? You mean like in the Wild West?
Used as incense, particularly in the Middle East, where they're burnt both as tokens of hospitality and infused into clothes and garments as a perfume.
Khi đốt lên đầu tiên là mình thấy cái khói nó lên trước, rồi có cái mùi hương thơm nó tỏa ra. Thơm nó tỏa ra cái mùi rất là thơm đặc trưng của trầm hương, không có cái hương nào bằng nó hết. Rồi sau đó nó mới từ từ nó có cái mùi ngọt dịu lại, mà nó kéo dài có thể là 5-3 tiếng đồng hồ nếu trong phòng kín.
Oud is also distilled into an essential oil, and in its purest form, aged oud oil can cost up to $80,000 per litre, earning the nickname amongst traders of liquid gold. As its popularity continues to grow in the West, oud has become a common ingredient in several high-value fragrances, adding a warm, musky aroma.
Ombre nomad,
But due to
Louis
unsustainable
Vuitton,
production and
Louis
poaching,
Vuitton.
all varieties of Aquilaria trees are now classified as critically endangered, with experts estimating the global population has declined by 80% over the last 150 years. Even for those surviving Aquilaria trees, the frequency of natural fungal infection is extremely low. Some estimates say only 2% of wild Aquilaria trees are adequately infected to